Okay, my light just turned off while I was looking at my notes while I just talk about ghosts. Hello and welcome to this episode of Movie Reviews by the ScareTrack podcast. My name is Mikey and today's movie we're reviewing is Hell House LLC, the 2015 found footage film. Now, as with all films here on the ScareTrack podcast YouTube channel, we cover the haunt/escape room sub-genre horror films. We watch the film and then we come straight into the studio and do our rough cut review. If you want a more in-depth review of these films, be sure to check out our podcast, www.scaretrack.co.uk, where myself and Dan Brownlee from UK Haunters discuss these films in detail. So as I say, today's episode is all about Hell House LLC, the 2015 found footage film, which I thoroughly loved. Please be aware there will be spoilers in this review. You have been warned. So the beginning of the film starts with interviews and news clips, and we basically learn that an old hotel that has been transformed into a haunted attraction killed 15 people on opening night. A YouTuber was obviously documenting the first night of the event, and you can just see the chaos ensue within the haunt. People go down into the cellar or the basement, and then all of a sudden, whoa, lots of stuff is happening and people are running upstairs for their life. It's a fun, impactful start to the film. You instantly want to think, whoa, what the hell is down there? Is it someone killing people? Is it more demonic? Is it spiritual? Who knows? And you know something is instantly wrong when these screams are different kinds of screams that you'd expect in a haunted attraction or haunted house. These are sheer screams for panic. These people are trying to get out of this cellar. So let's watch more of the film and find out what really happened down in this cellar. So we see loads of people get out, they get safe, loads of people are there, the fire brigade, the police department, ambulances, it's all absolute utter chaos. And there's a weird 911 America call where they're not exactly sure what's happening. They're just like, something's happened down at the haunt. People don't really know exactly what happens down there. We don't know what happens, and we don't really know throughout the whole film. This is the kind of film that instantly gets me hooked. We find out that something big, dramatic, insane has happened within a haunt. Now, I'm already quite keen to see what this haunt looks like anyway. I'm even now more keen to find out what happened downstairs. So after the chaotic beginning, we then meet Sarah. She's sat down, ready to be interviewed by someone. She's been with Hell House since its inception. She explains how the authorities have really kept something under wraps, that they're not talking. They don't want the world to know exactly what happened down there. Then she gives the interviewer a handful of tapes that she's been holding on to, and we get to watch them. We get to see what's happened throughout the months and throughout the run-up of Hell House opening night. And it's really cool. It is obviously a found footage style film, but it doesn't make you feel sick or dizzy in any way. And it's really cool to actually see how they build the haunt from a haunter's perspective or scare attraction perspective. I'm obviously a huge fan of those kind of attractions. It's really quite cool to see how they're building it, what kind of effects they're putting in. But as the film goes on, it gets scary. Like, really scary. This film is different to all the other haunt subgenre films we've so far reviewed here on ScareTrack, because this one seems to be an actual entity, like a actual ghost or supernatural being, whereas all the other films have been very slasher based and people just killing other people. This meant that it had a different dynamic for me when I was watching this for the first time, and it actually gave me real chills. There's some bits where clowns, they're dolls, but their heads are moving and they're following them, but you never actually see them physically move. They're just moved, and then they're there, and then they're not. And I know that sounds cliche, it sounds very simple, but it's working so well for this film. Okay, my light just turned off while I was looking at my notes while I just talk about ghosts. That's really scared me. Okay, let's try again. So throughout the film, we learn more about the house. The fact that the owner of the house seemed to be in some sort of cult. I don't want to give too much away here, but it does give us a lot of backstory regarding what's happened previously at the house and why these haunters really probably shouldn't be building a haunt there. As the film goes on, some weird stuff happens. Sarah starts sleepwalking. One of the other characters he sort of seems possessed when he goes down into the cellar, and then he just sleeps for ages. And again, all these things are just little things that keep adding up, and they still open the haunt on night one. I would have stopped. I would have been out of there. It was scary as hell. This clown keeps turning up everywhere. Sarah's sleepwalking. The other guy's in bed on opening night, lazy. And then it comes to the finale, which is basically where the film started. And it's awesome. Obviously, you get to see the haunt behind the scenes. You get to see the haunt in build throughout the film, but you actually get to see it opening and people getting scared. And again, I'm a Halloween lover, I'm a haunt and scare attraction lover. That bit's awesome. And then things start getting scary. It's awesome. You've got lots of different views. You've got all the CCTV cameras, you've got someone wearing a head cam, you've got the original vlogger from the beginning as well. And basically, again, it's still not entirely sure what happens, but something scary happens in that cellar. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens here, but watch the film. Honestly, I loved it. Throughout this whole film, it just keeps me on the edge of my seat. There's a crazy, scary girl at some point. The fact that these characters are getting more prominent throughout the movie, and then the crazy finale at the end just really gave me shivers. It really made me feel anxious whilst watching it. Really enjoyable watch. And then there's sort of like the ending after the finale, where Sarah is not all she's cracked up to be. I think she's been possessed, and there's a really cool scene where they stop filming and the camera's pointing at a table, and they're discussing what these directors and these interviewers might do moving forwards with this investigation and this interview. Long story short, they decide to go to the house and find Sarah there. Just watch it. So there we go. There's my mini rough cut review of Hell House LLC from 2015. Fantastic watch. There's more films in the series, so I'm looking forward to checking those out. I suggest you go and watch it because it really is a fantastic haunt subgenre horror movie. Like I said at the beginning of this video, be sure to check out our website, ScareTrack.co.uk, to find all our podcasts, especially our movie review podcast as well. Also, make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat and Facebook to keep up to date with all our videos and podcasts here on ScareTrack.